Hello and welcome, my name is MrQuitALot, and this is Ori and the Blind Forest. Now you probably noticed that my mouth is not moving the way according to the words I'm saying right now, and the reason for that is quite simple. This idiot, yeah, the one on the screen, forgot to record his mic. Yep, you heard it right, and I would like to say that it's his first time doing that, but I would be lying. So yeah, instead of, listening to my commentary during the gameplay, I will actually have to do a voiceover and talk a little bit about it, because, just uploading a video of me playing the game and not saying anything, it would feel pretty weird. Or maybe that's something that you guys would prefer. I don't know, but we'll find out. So, I decided to do a let's play of Ori and the Blind Forest because this game has been recommended to me, and not only that, I've also heard a lot of good things about it. A bunch of people say that this game is amazing, it has amazing art style, it is cute, and it is a really good game, with great gameplay, which I agree with so far, even though I'm not the greatest at the game, to be quite frank, and you're gonna see it later down the line. But yeah, even though I'm not the greatest, I really enjoyed it. I think it's a good game, and now we shut up so you can enjoy the cinematic. So, we finally started to play, and, just by the intro alone, you can tell that this game is absolutely gorgeous, in every way. Not only the art style, but just the graphics in itself, and the creativity that went into this game. And Ori is incredibly cute, together with Naru, It was just so heartwarming to see the beginning of the game. You could probably tell it, you could have probably seen it on my face how much I actually enjoyed the beginning. It was quite nice. And I don't really... Oh, it was because of the Dreamcatcher. There's a Dreamcatcher above Ori's bed. That's why I was... I was so happy about that. Yeah, look at them. So cute. It's such a fun way to tell a story, so far there hasn't been much dialogue in the game, it's just the tree talking a little bit, but the game tells its story, at least during gameplay, just by existing, you can see the trees behind, in background being marked, so it means that they already took all of the fruit, that's why it's empty, and this next scene is also just great, like the music building up to this big tree with a lot of fruit, and them working together to get to the tree so they can, eat. It's great. It's super cute, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. No, it was actually such a cutie, you know, like, he's not a he, what am I talking about? She's such a cutie. She got a tree, she gave the last fruit to Ori, which is, just so heartwarming, to see, and heartbreaking at the same time, and, you know, she's sacrificing herself for Ori, which, it was quite emotional. I got quite a little bit of emotion, not gonna lie, even though you can't quite see it on my face. And they further showed how much they mean to each other by this scene. You know, Ori went out of her way to get some fruit for her, for Naru, which is great. You know, it just shows how much they care for each other. And because of it, the next part that's gonna happen is even more heartbreaking than it could have been. You know, it's man, the next part just. It hurts. It sucks, man. This scene in particular reminds me of a dog witnessing his owner's death. You know, it's very similar to that. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. And honestly, I thought that Naru and Ori would kind of go together on this journey. You know, I was actually quite convinced that I would have two characters that would accompany me during this game. But apparently, it's just Ori. You know, Naru dies in the very beginning, and then it's just Ori, all by herself, which quite surprised me. You know, I didn't expect that. To be quite honest. So, I'm just gonna warn you, from this point on, you will probably want to gouge your eyes out because of the gameplay I'm gonna present you. I have to say, during the recording of Ori, I was quite tired, so I did this. Yep. I walked into the balls. I knew they are gonna kill me. And I also walked into the spikes like an idiot, because that's what I do. But yeah, the thing about the purple balls, I wanted to make sure they can hurt you, or maybe they're just like a wall, you know, so I just ran into them. It obviously killed me. And the spikes, again. Yeah, I died quite a few times to the spikes, or got hurt by it. I'm gonna be quite frank about that. And you're gonna see a lot more of that later down the line, because I, for some reason, just really wanted to touch every single spike possible. Now, the energy cell mechanic, in my opinion, is quite interesting. Nowadays, games have an automatic save system, right? So you don't ever have to push any buttons to save your game. And now look at my amazing reaction speed. Yep. I died to that. I shouldn't have. I should be able to dodge it. But at least I will be able to... Oh, boom! See? I'm the best. I'm the best gamer. You know, the first time didn't really happen. But yeah, going back to the energy cell mechanic, I think it's really cool what they did, because the energy cell acts as your save point, right? You cannot save the game unless you place your save spot thingy. So that makes you think about when and where to save, you know? Even more, because the placement is quite important too. If you use it too soon, you might, you know, you might go into an area, and then when you die, you're gonna get teleported all the way back. Or if you save too late, or if you're too greedy with your energy cell, you might go back like 10 minutes or even more worth of gameplay, you know? So I really like this mechanic. I think it's really cool what they did. And yeah, we're gonna find our light. And this is the first time we are encountering an enemy that we can actually fight with our light. I was quite surprised about the spirit fire thingy, you know. I thought it was quite cool. And I think I chose quite a good ability for the beginning, you know, like the 3 fire flames thingies. And I got hit by that because, you know, I'm terrible at the game. You're gonna see me die many times, so yeah, just be ready for it. Maybe you've already noticed, but for the majority of the beginning of the game, I thought that the flame is actually a melee ability. It took me a while to realize that it is actually ranged. So for the first couple of encounters, I'm actually going to go walk straight into the enemy, because you know, I thought it was a melee ability for whatever reason. I always like it when games make you go through an area without having the proper abilities to try to like unlock every single mechanic of that area. And then once you reach the end of the area, you will get that thing, and then they make you go back through it. But this time around, you can actually interact with the game's systems and mechanics. I always enjoyed that type of thing, and Ori does it really well in this section, right? You went through it. You couldn't destroy the spikes, you couldn't destroy the lanterns hanging from the ceiling, and now you actually get to do that, and you unlock new stuff. Even though you've been through this area, you see it through a completely different perspective, which was very fun, and I really like it. I think it's a great game design. Now, even though I like the wells because they obviously symbolize safety, I am of the opinion that they probably shouldn't have placed them. I feel like having the spirit link was enough as a saving point. That's one. And two, I think it makes the game more interesting as a whole. You know, like relying on your energy cell to save. So it's a shame they didn't stick with it till the very end. But, you know, it is what it is. And yep, I jumped into the spikes again. You didn't see it wrong. I did that. But at least I didn't walk into the balls this time, right? That's something. Now, this is the moment I realized how fucked I am because of the saving system. Because I know how I am. I know I will forget to save, or I will be too greedy to save at certain points. So that was the point I actually realized that I'm gonna, you know, just die many times, and I will have to repeat the same sections over and over again. And because I'm such a pro gamer. Yeah, and I did it again. Do you see the pain on my face? Do you see it? Ah. I don't look too happy right now. I was... Honestly, I was getting a little bit frustrated at this point because of how stupid I was and how many times I died to spikes. Of all things, you know, things that don't move, they literally just exist, and I die to them, which is embarrassing, but it is what it is. And if you're thinking that I'm gonna get better at a certain point, or that I'm gonna die less from spikes, you'll be surprised. So at this point, I think I was understanding the mechanics of the game more and more. You know, even though it might not seem like it, because I'm trying to jump on the platform, even though I know I cannot jump high enough. But yeah, I was getting better at the game, and then I did this. I hit a backflip straight into one of the purple balls and died. Yeah. I don't know why I'm doing that stuff. I guess I'm just someone who really likes to finish levels quickly or in a cool style, you know, even though the most logical thing to do would be to, you know, take it slow. But I just like to go through areas quickly, destroy everything, because that's a lot of fun for me personally in games like these. Don't worry, I will not get spiked this time. I actually managed to jump over them. What a shocker, I know. And I don't know why I keep on tempting fate by jumping over the spikes over and over again. But yeah. One other thing that I always enjoyed about video games like Ori is that they have their own made-up language. I always find it super interesting when the characters don't speak English or any language that exists in the real world. You know, it makes the game feel that much more fantastical and mystical, you know? So I think it's great that they decided to do that, because this game has this otherworldly feeling to it, you know? So I think it was a good choice from the developers to do that. And this is where we get the wall jump, which further makes the movement of the game interesting. Yeah, like Ori is incredibly agile, which makes sense why she would be able to jump on walls and climb them. It's great, and it feels really good to do that as well. It was very close. I actually almost got spiked by that. At this point, I was getting quite comfortable with the movement, even though I'm failing this. I know I'm failing, so it doesn't seem like I'm comfortable, but I am. Believe me, I am comfortable with the movement. I really love the animations when Ori is jumping, because it's always the same, right? She sometimes does a flip, or she spins around. She does a lot of different things, which is a nice touch. It makes traversal that much more interesting. It never gets boring, since you always see a different animation. So this part of the playthrough is probably the most frustrating to me, because just like with the spikes and everything else, I was an idiot. I was incredibly greedy. I tried to push the stone way too far, and in this run especially, you know, I thought I could just go through without stopping. And maybe you can. But like you can see, I wasn't able to do that. So I tried again. And then I stopped. For some reason. I could have pushed. But I stopped and I died again. And again. And again. There was just no stopping to my death. And now I've actually decided to be patient. And look where it brought me. I actually managed to pass through. Amazing. Just imagine if I did that from the get-go. Instead of wasting my time doing this section at least 5 times. It was... Yeah, I don't know what was happening with me that day. Usually I am a pro gamer, you know, like a pro gamer. The best of the best, the elite of the elite. Actually, you know, obviously I'm joking, but yeah, that day I was especially bad. Talked about the music yet, but you know, I don't think I really need to say anything because the game is amazing. The music is amazing. And then I forgot that there are spikes there. Yeah, I really did that. You did not see wrong. I literally walked into a huge wall of spikes that was clearly visible, but for some reason my brain just went ooga booga and I walked into it. I don't know why. I'm frustrated, just as much as you are frustrated, believe me. I totally get you. Now, this part of the game was probably my favorite one. I always enjoyed platformers like these, where you have to dodge bullets, or you have to jump at the right time and stuff like that. I always liked it very, very much. So that was probably my favorite part of the game so far. And now we are coming to an end of the first part. You know, we managed to reach the tree. We've come here, and yeah, let's just enjoy the sight. So yeah, that was the first part of my playthrough of Ori. You know, I really enjoyed my time playing the game. It was really fun, and I'm really looking forward to play it even more. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video as well. You know, I died a lot. I didn't really show my skill that well, but it will get better in the next episodes. You know, just trust me, it will get better. I will still die to a lot of stupid things because I'm stupid, but there will also be some quality gameplay as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.